Hello friends, welcome to Game It Up. My name is Dave and this is a review of a game called Unables, coming to Nintendo Switch. So what is Unables? Well, you have this menu and you have a bunch of levels to select, and let's jump into the first one and we'll just show off what this game is. So you have an easy mode and a hard mode. Easy mode, as it says there, gives you no timer, but it gives you no rewards if you play it. It's basically a practice mode. And hard, you get 60 seconds, and you can progress in the game by doing it. So let's jump into easy so I can explain without having to run out after 60 seconds what you're doing. So the whole idea of this first level is you've got a lazy guy there, too lazy to do anything, and in the bottom right you can see a bunch of things that are tasks. There's a toilet there, a TV, some eggs. So we've got to basically get him to these things in order to do all the missions. And you do that by tilting the world. So you got him over there to the laptop. We can get him over to the toilet by just tilting it. Use the left stick to tilt the world, right stick to move the camera. And that's essentially it. And in the hard mode, you'll have 60 seconds to get all the objectives done. And that's how you get your star rating. So if you press the ZR, that gets him to do an action, as you can see there. And that can sometimes help you or into doing the task. And that's essentially what the gameplay loop is. So I'm going to show you a couple more levels just to basically show you a bit of the variety in here. Okay, so in this one, we're going to show off this Godzilla style one. You press the ZR there to get them to shoot out their lasers. And you have missions to like destroy the city, things like that. And there's all the tasks that got to be done there. And basically, if you get all the 6 tasks done, you get 3 stars, and you get less stars for doing less tasks, and you need stars to unlock the newer levels. So, as you can probably see though, I'm going to talk about the gameplay of this game now, because all you're doing is basically tilting the stick to move the characters around. But the problem we have here is, it's really hard to know what you're doing, and it kind of feels like that's the whole point of the game. Like it's kind of jittery. It's kind of like a lot of the time I'm tilting and I'm seeing the underside of the stage and I can't really see what's happening. And yeah, sometimes it's not all too easy to tell what you're meant to be doing. So I did 3 of the tasks there. But I'll reset that again just so I can talk a bit more about this one. So it doesn't really tell you exactly what those symbols mean. There's a helicopter there, so I assume I'm meant to shoot the helicopter. But it's that yellow one on the left. I have no idea what that means. It's the one task I haven't done on this level. I'm assuming I've got to destroy everything, but it's really hard to aim with the stick. And it kind of gives me a bit of motion sickness looking at this sometimes as well. So I'm going to show you another stage to really highlight what I mean by I'm being unable to tell you what's going on in this. Okay, so this one is, I'm only going to show off 4 levels here just so you don't see everything, but I basically got this murder scene and I've got to basically find the clues and all that, but the problem is I don't really know which character I'm controlling or where he is. You can press ZL to zoom in, but as you can see, that does not do much to help you. And so I just end up just shaking this around and just pressing ZR and hoping that I meet it. I saw someone flying around there towards the bottom, but I don't know whether that is is the one I'm controlling or not, because there seems to be a couple of people there. So really, I have no idea what I'm doing in this level, and this is one of the earlier stages in the game, but I'm going to cut to another stage now in practice mode, just so I can really highlight what I want to say about this game. So this is a level where you're a knight in a maze. So basically, the knight I'm playing as, where is he? So I can't even tell where I'm meant to be controlling. So basically at the bottom of the screen there, I believe he is, in the blue, that's the knight. So the whole idea is to roll this ball, the knight's a ball basically, through a maze, which is a great idea in concept, but as you can notice, it's hard to tell what I'm doing I know I've got to go hit some switches, then go down the wells to go to these underpipes, but I can steer him to that well there. But then when he goes underground, like I forget if I can get him in there. Now he's underground, then I've got to try and steer him to the other side, but sometimes the camera angle really, so I'm having trouble getting him out now, because as I tilt the camera back, I can't get him back, and a lot of the stages are sadly like this, and I don't know why I died there. So let's reset the level. And there's a lot of variety in this game though, like there's a space themed one, and pressing the ZR there, that shot a cannon, but there's one where pressing ZR will open some doors and close others, and there's all sorts of things like that, and you just got to basically work out what the ZR button does in each level. You got to work out what character you're actually playing as, what you actually got to do. There's a lot of just trying to work out, make sense of what you're doing, but some levels are really kind of finicky. Like this is a really finicky one I'm finding, but when you've got a 60-second time limit, that's where it kind of falters. I'm playing this with unlimited time limit, but if I beat this now, it won't count. So you can use this to sort of practice what you're meant to be doing, but I mean, I hope I'm not giving anyone motion sickness looking at this and what I'm doing because of the way it's tilting a lot. Another thing to point out is at the top it says there's an infinite sign for the time limit, because I'm on easy mode, but that UI by default is off. So when we first played this, we had no idea what our time limit was, but you do have to manually turn that on yourself. So just be warned for that. But overall, this game is very confusing. It controls, I mean, you're just basically tilting the world, but it's really hard to control. A lot of time you'll be seeing the underside of a building, and there's some later levels especially where the tasks you have to do are so finicky, so precise, that you're not going to do it in the time limit. And I just ended up in some later ones just randomly tilting the sticks, not knowing what I was doing, and just spamming the ZR button, and I was getting the 3-star rating on my first try just by pure luck, and I just found that the quickest way to do it sometimes. So yeah, that's basically what we think of this game. Sadly, I don't think it has the good humour to it. There's a lot of voice acting. It doesn't take itself seriously, but as a gameplay experience, I kind of feel like it falls flat. So sadly, I can't really recommend this game, but I do enjoy the humour in it. But that's just me. So what do you guys think? Let us know in those comments section down below if this is a game you're interested in. And yeah, make sure you like and subscribe for more to come in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.